All hail the glow cloud. Well, I'm wearing a Night Vale t-shirt. I have to start like that. Anyway, hello. This is a really random video. I decided just to do this on the spare of the moment this morning, and I'm quickly doing it now. It should only be like 5 minutes, but I want to hear your discussions on this. So, other Bookish Brits video vloggers or viewers of this channel, leave comments and video suggestions on this idea that I'm going to talk about. And okay, it's this. Has anyone out there heard the term "the author is dead"? I've heard it a while ago, but it's only just been today I've actually started thinking about it. The term "the author is dead" is basically saying when a book or a series like Harry Potter, like his Dark Materials, like Twilight, or any other series. So I'm trying to think of something here. Yeah, most of the series that you see on the bookshelf, because you only go up to that shelf, can't you? So anything you see here, once that series is done and dusted, that is it. The information that author has is not relevant. So basically, what is in the book is what you get. And yet, as we all know, very recently authors are breaking this rule, and publishers are breaking this rule, and vloggers are breaking this rule, and I thought that was my other half then. It's not. I'm fine, I can keep recording. So, for example, the main culprit is one Miss J.K. Rowling of the Harry Potter world, which I love. And also the casual vacancy. What is it, guys? Quick question. Divergent. Is this what happened? Divergent? Divert. I need tea. I need a mug of tea and make it strong. Okay, quick question. What is your honest opinion on the casual vacancy and the Robert Galbraith series? Now, my opinion is I've only read Casual Vacancy once, and I've read both books in the Robert Galbraith series once myself, and I much prefer the Casual Vacancy than Robert Galbraith. What is your honest opinion on that as well? Anyway, back on topic with this one. In the entire series, dropped it on the floor. In the entire series, the information is there. All the information is there. But J.K. after the book 7, Deathly Hallows, I've got all of the things in my hand. Sorry. Deathly Hallows came out. She has done interviews. She has done Pottermore. She has done Tales of Beedle the Bard. She's now writing a film adaptation of one of her spin-off books, which she released for comic relief, which is Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them, which apparently could be turned into a trilogy. And she's given information out like Voldemort, Dumbledore is gay, Dolores Umbridge is a Slytherin, which I didn't know of, Remus Lupin's backstory, so his whole entire history, and also history of like McGonagall, and ideas about spell and incantations through Pottermore and through interviews and you know, through podcast interviews. My favourite podcast interview I think would be through Pottercast. So if you can try and find those 2 episodes, that'd be great, because she gives a lot of information there. And then we see this happen again and again and again. Like for example with Veronica Roth with the Divergent series, when she wrote that trilogy it was done, but then she wrote short stories from 4's point of view. So is that making the author, so the term is break? And it's the same with, let's have a think. Let me take a think of a book quickly. Okay, let's go with the Cassandra Clare. This is a dangerous topic because I know how passionate you guys are. And like Cassandra Clare, the book series, Mortal Instruments, was meant to be only 3 books. City of Bones, City of Ashes, City of Glass. Then she decided to do a spin-off series, which is I forgot what it's called. There's so many series out there. The Infernal Devices, so Clockwork Angel, Clockwork Prince, and Clockwork Princess. She then also decided to lengthen out the series. So Mortal became 6 books, which is City of Fallen Angels, City of Lost Souls, and City of Heavenly Fire. She's also then announced that all these other book series are coming out. So The Last Hour, The Dark Artifact, The Shadowhunters Codex, The Bane Chronicles. And the question in this is, if you're a fan of the original trilogy, does this mean that she is breaking the rule of the author is dead? This is also the same with Philip Pullman with his Dark Materials trilogy. I think when he wrote the trilogy, it was meant to be a trilogy. Now he has written 2 short stories, which is Lyra's Oxford and Once Upon a Time in the North. And he said he's going to try and write a 4th book, which is The Book of Dust. But does that mean the author is dead? Does this term is this term still relevant in today's publishing? Like, for example, if we discovered okay, this is a very big example because I know this isn't true. Jane Austen's writing. If we had a letter, if we discovered something from hers, and she wrote that after Pride and Prejudice, Mr. Darcy and Elizabeth Bennet got married and they had 3 kids, 2 boys and a girl, and wrote it in a letter. That is after the book was published and after the author is dead in real life, technically. So is that information relevant? Is that information important to the series? It's like, it's very hard to get an understanding of this term, because when you say yes, you have to think of other things that go with it, and then when you think no, there's always a counter argument, like with the Gareth Nix series for the Old Kingdom. That was meant to be a standalone. That was Sabriel, and then I think 5 or 7 years later. I'm looking at you as if you know the answer. Tell me. I know in the UK it was a year gap, but I think in Australia it was a good few years. He published Ariana Paulson, and I think 10 years have passed since Paulson's been published, and she's now written the prequel Clariel, and he is supposed to be writing a sequel following up Paulson, which is now untitled. But does that mean he's breaking the term is broken? I don't think I'm making much sense, do I? I think it's a very odd term to understand, and I would like to understand this term more, and I would like to understand how it still fits in modern day books, in writing, because we kind of want to know more as readers. We want to know more, and with Twitter and Facebook and Instagram, we can talk to our favourite authors and go, what happens to this character? What happens to that character? What happens to that character? And we kind of don't accept them when they say, well, we use your imagination, because we think, why? You're the author, you give us information. However, I keep saying however, I've kind of lost my train of thought on this, and I can imagine Caroline or Michelle is watching this video who's got to edit it and just go, what are you rambling on about? And why are you doing that? It's because my camera's on a pile of books, which is Northern Lights, The Subtle Knife, Amber Spyglass, all by Philip Pullman, and The Winner's Curse by... I can't even say her name, so I'm not going to. I like The Winner's Curse. It's really quite surprisingly good to read. But yes, the author is dead. If you know what the terminology means, could you tell me? Could you leave a comment down below and explain it? Because I would like to know and get it straight in my head once and for all. And I think a discussion is that still important? Is information that comes after the book series has finished classing as the term of the author is dead, or should that term only be used when the author has actually died? Because that's a horrifying thought. I just had this awful thought about the day the news comes out of this author and she can't. I will refuse to accept it. I will live in denial with it. We will turn her into a cat. We'll find magical power and turn her into a walking, talking black cat. Like Salem Sagerhagen from Sabrina the Teenage Witch. Oh my god, I forgot about that show. I'm rambling. I need tea. I need tea and I need to tidy and I need to somehow figure out what the hell I just recorded, because I think I'm going to get questions. So, to all of you Bookish Brits, comment down below on your opinions on A Casual Vacancy and The Cuckoo's Calling, and what the terminology of the author has said. So, comment, subscribe, or is it there? Thumbs up if the author is very much alive, thumbs down if the author is very much dead. And I shall see you all soon. Bye guys. What was that? What was that? I end these videos so weirdly, and I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. And remember, the things we love the most will destroy you. Oh, that's just creepy. End the video.